All right, welcome. Today, we're not going to talk about making software faster. We're actually going to explore a very different path, a slower, more deliberate journey toward what you might call digital mastery.
So let's start with a question that really cuts against the grain of, well, everything our industry preaches. In this world that is just obsessed with speed, we have to stop and ask, is faster always better? Or have we just confused frantic motion with actual progress?
First, let's just take a moment to understand the landscape. We are builders, right? But we're building in an age that worships velocity, an age that's completely caught up in the illusion of speed.
And this is the dogma we're all taught, isn't it? That AI is just this brute force engine, a tool designed for one thing, to accelerate production no matter the cost. We're constantly told that our value isn't in the quality of our work, but in the sheer quantity of our output.
But this relentless pace, it has real consequences. It creates these fragile, brittle systems that are built on incredibly weak foundations. It leads to absolute maintenance nightmares and buries us in technical debt. And in the process, we lose the art of craftsmanship. We even forget that every single inefficient line of code has a real, lasting environmental cost.
Okay, so now let's challenge this idea. What if the most powerful tool we have for speed could actually teach us the profound value of slowing down? Let's try to reimagine AI, not as some factory worker, but as a sensei, a master teacher.
In this new way of thinking, AI becomes our mentor. It's not here to replace our thinking, it's here to sharpen it. It guides us toward patience and a much deeper understanding of the logic we're trying to shape, and it transforms our work from just construction into a true craft.
And this table just lays out the shift perfectly. We move away from brute force automation, and we move toward refining our own human skill. We stop chasing quantity, and instead we begin this pursuit of conceptual elegance. This isn't just about getting a task done. It's about achieving a state of digital craftsmanship.
You can think of it like a traditional martial art. The goal isn't to throw 100 sloppy punches. The goal is to perfect a single, precise strike. This path demands discipline, it demands focus, and it demands the understanding that true power really lies in control, not in chaos.
So how does this actually work in practice? How do we take this philosophy and use it to transform raw, clumsy logic into something that's genuinely beautiful? Well, the very first lesson from our AI sensei is this: elegance is subtraction. It's like a sculptor who chips away at a block of marble, not to add anything, but to reveal the form that's already hidden inside. Our work as developers is often just like that. It's about removing what's unnecessary to reveal the pure, simple logic at the core. And what's really fascinating here is the transformation itself. On the left, you see this tangled mess. I mean, it might work, but it's dense, it's confusing, it's fragile. But on the right, guided by our AI sensei, we see clarity. It's the exact same logic, but it's been sculpted into something readable, modular, and elegant.
And you know what? We can actually measure this elegance. Here, we're looking at a 75% reduction in what's called cyclomatic complexity. Now, that number isn't just some abstract metric. It represents a more stable, more maintainable, and a fundamentally more resilient piece of software.
This path is a really deliberate journey. It starts with that raw intuition, that initial idea. We then strengthen it with solid architectural structure. And finally, with our AI as a guide, we refine and sculpt the logic until only its purest, most perfect form remains.
And this level of craftsmanship, it's not just some aesthetic exercise. The way we build things has a lasting echo, creating a legacy that future generations of developers will either thank us for or, let's be honest, curse us for. We all know this feeling. We call it technical debt. It's the ghost of rushed decisions, a compromise that comes back to haunt our projects for years and years to come.
But the master craftsman sees this differently. Old, messy code isn't just debt. It's an archaeological site. It holds the history of past decisions. It's like a forgotten language. Our job isn't to just bulldoze it. It's to excavate it with care, to understand its hidden logic before we even attempt to preserve or improve it.
This kind of approach leads to truly durable software, code that's readable and maintainable. Its structure is organic and adaptable, almost like the mycorrhizal networks that connect trees in a forest, a resilient, living, interconnected system. And this points to our moral responsibility as builders, to create things that last, while also humbly acknowledging, almost in a Buddhist sense, that all of our creations are in the end impermanent.
And so, this brings us to the edge of our own understanding.
to a pretty deep question about the future of our craft.
We've seen that AI can be so much more than just a machine for acceleration. It can be a partner, a mentor, that gives us the focus we need to patiently sculpt logic, elevating our work to a genuine art form.
And this is the final thought I really want to leave you with. As we use these incredible tools to chase perfection, to create code with the precision of an old-world watchmaker, what part of it remains uniquely human? Where's the ghost in this beautiful machine?